Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? So, y'all like tokens, I know, because I've seen you watch all the other videos, but today we're trying something new with tokens because there's some new cards in Wilds of Eldraine that actually might help this pop off, and it may not look like what you think. If you want to buy any cards for today's deck or any other game stuff, remember to go to CoolStuffInc.com. You can use code DRAGON, that'll save you 5% at checkout, and Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. Actually, I was thinking about it, I don't know, for some of y'all, maybe this looks exactly like what you think. I have no clue, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Lunarch Veteran because we're going to make tokens. We want to gain life. That seems pretty easy. We're going to also try to play some copies of Regal Bunnycorn. I don't know if this is going to be good enough or not, but it kind of makes sense since we're going to have a lot of other permanents, right? We're also going to play some Skrell's Hive. This works well when I already have something like Lunarch Veteran because it's no life and you just get extra bodies, and it's hard for your opponent to remove these if you just keep making more and more dudes. We're also going to play Didar Ghoul Caller because, well, it makes a zombie every turn, which fits the theme of what we're doing. And we're going to play some LSL Core, kind of like extra Lunarch Veterans, but when tokens die, now we get to deal damage to the opponent. Speaking of which, we're going to slip in a copy of Vran as well. Just because the stuff's going to be dying, we get to drain the opponent. That's a big positive. Of course, we're going to be playing Wedding Announcement because it makes a lot of tokens. And we're going to try out Lord Skitter. This is cool because we get to remove stuff from opponent's graveyard and we just get to make an extra token every turn. So we get to have a 3/3 body that's also a token generator, which seems pretty sweet. We're also going to give Mondrak a look here because, well, if we're going to make a lot of tokens, we might as well be copying them. Why not? And the other new card we're going to give a look to today is Virtue of Loyalty. For two reasons. One, it does actually make a token, which is great, at instant speed, which is awesome. And it allows us to untap all of our things and add a +1/+1 to everything, which is actually pretty sweet. We are going to be playing some removal, but it's going to be in the form of Rite of Oblivion, because we can just exile anything and we get 2 uses out of it, and Eaten Alive, because we can cast it for 1, and a lot of times we're going to have a token to throw away anyway. Going to have some other fun odds and ends you'll check out throughout the video, but you can get the whole deck list at the end of the video, like always, or download it down in the description below. Just look for the blue arrows. It'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can see today's deck and a whole pile of other decks that already have Eldraine stuff in it if you're just looking for a cool way to kick off this season. Y'all strap yourselves in and let's go see how many tokens we can make and if we can actually make this deck win. I guess we're going to keep this, but it's starting with pretty low expectations. Because I don't see a world where they're just going to let this survive. But we'll see. I assume it's dead here. Let's go. And I'm obviously not blocking. There we go. Wow, they didn't have anything for it. Go figure. No attacks. Well, next turn, we could draw something to go with this, or we could just straight up play the Archangel here. And that's going to change some things. Oh, that's silly. Well, we'll just do this and this. Just to let us get another token. Yeah, I think that's going to be the beginning of the end. Which is silly because we didn't even get black mana this game. Yep, you got it, friend. Sure. I guess I could have used Merrick's temporarily to do this. I guess I still can. Let's go ahead. Doesn't really matter. Let's target one of these. Sacrifice one of those. We're going to make another token to grow our duders again. And we'll attack with those. Oh, they're just going to 5. Alright, fair enough. Sure, and an Iganjo, why not? Though now we can just give something flying next turn. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Sure, you got it. Yeah, no blocks. It doesn't even kill Elspeth, so like... Hey, look, we finally got the black mana. Doesn't matter, though. Alright. That was easy peasy. Good warm-up. This will be an interesting start. Let's keep this one. Probably just going to go with the turn 2 invasion, just because it's... I feel like it's usually better to just get that information early. And it also allows us to do, like, Skrelv and Vran on turn 4. If we just do this on 3, which feels pretty good, all things considered. Let's see what they've got going on. Oh, we're doing this silliness. Ah, boy. Alright. Sure, they just get to have the ley lines, I guess. Like, obviously, we don't love the fact that they have them, but, like, you know, what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and play this first, because it'll obviously draw one of the ley line targets. Of course. I think we wait on Lord Skitter, because it's kind of a one-card army right now. And we can kind of force them into some other issues here. So let's go with this. And this. Alright. So we got the 2 problematic cards out of their hand. Let's see what else they got. Oh, well, that's nice. Especially with 2 ley lines already gone. Let's attack. This was not what I was intending to do here, but... obviously only one card gets the counters, because one of them goes away. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm just going to play this. Hopefully they don't find like a Sunfall here or something in the meantime. They are a mana away. Oh, of course, there it is. Didn't take them very long, did it? Alright, let's find a black land deck. Found the other Archangel Elspeth. Not great, not terrible. Let's go with this. And here. Sure. Just in the turn, I guess. So sadly, no removal card for the... well, they have to spend more mana to play the Atraxa. I forgot. We made it cost 2 more. I mean, they could always just draw another one, but we'll see. Hey, alright. Now we got a Rite of Oblivion. That changes things a little bit. We like the way that sounds. Can't really attack with our creature land yet. So let's just attack with the 2 tokens. Actually, no, we're going to attack with everything. Because even if they have a Wandering Emperor, I'm fine giving up the Lord Skitter here. Yep. Okay, so they're just going to do it that way. We can live with that. Wait, that's what they're doing? Not killing our bigger creature? That seems weird. But okay, I'm down, I suppose. Not at all how I anticipated that going. Do I want to just get back that, though? Could also just get a... choices. Alright, I'm going to just take this. Sack, it doesn't even matter, really. Let's sack this one they can't block, I guess. Alright, things get some counters. We get a card. That's nifty. Man, I don't have anything in yard to get, so just do I make something fly or not is really all that is. Now, the cute thing is I could make something fly, then make something else fly if we really wanted to. That could be entertaining. All right, so they're killing a token? No, they're killing both of the small tokens. Instead of, again, killing our Lord Skitter, which I do not understand this whole process, but sure. What do I know? Like, makes no sense to me, but sure. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I need one more to cast their Atraxa. Got it. Oh, well that makes life a lot easier now, doesn't it? Yeah, we make another one of these. Probably just sack that to kill the Archangel. Huh. Man, not having an extra land has really been a problem here, hasn't it? Alright, I guess we do. Sack this. And then I'll just get another Deuter. There's also the interesting thing that we could make our Lord Skitter a 7/7 and attack into an Atraxa if they were to play one. Another one? Jeez. Alright. You got it. What's funny is if they shot our creature and our Planeswalker, that would have benefited them more, actually. But sure. I mean, you know, if this is just what we're going to draw, then so be it. I'm just going to focus on being more mana efficient here for the time being. Go ahead and attack. Ugh, this has been such a bummer of a game. We could have been long done with this. If we just had a second black mana. I mean, at some point, they can just cast the make a bunch of 3/3s thing, right? Alright, well, we know that Atraxa is online for next turn. Opponent chose not to attack here, so what do we do? We could minus Elspeth, give one of these flying, attack for 9, put them at 6, and then we just remove their Atraxa when they play it, and then it's game over? I kind of like that. Or we just remove this, and then attack for 7, 8, 9, and they're still at 6, so kind of the same thing. But we could just make a token during their instep. Like, alright, sure. I'm into it. Attack. That's probably all I'm going to do here. I don't see a way the opponent gets out of this without playing a, like, Sunfall or something here, so I think we just wait. Really no benefit to doing anything else. And honestly, they may even still get, like, a ley line or whatever. I was just thinking, actually, if they did get a ley line, well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because they would have had to spend, what is that, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They still would have had 1 mana open if they would have gotten it. So they could have leylined our biggest thing. But then it still doesn't matter, I don't think, because then we could just Rite of Oblivion, the Atraxa, assuming they got rid of our 10/10, because that makes the most sense. And then minus, yeah, then just pump something in the air for 2, and then one of those gets through. So yeah, it still would have been 6 either way. Yeah. I think Sunfall was their only out to try to stay in the game. But yeah, weird long game. but I'll take it. Ooh, got a mulligan that one. Well, this one's not significantly better, but we'll keep it. Might as well just do that. Hoping to find a 2-mana permanent of some kind we can cast here. That feels like it's going to be important. That'll draw some fire. I'm going to say, because you definitely want to kill that. Oh, love when they use a lightning strike on something like that, too. That's almost the best possible scenario. Alright. Now we get to decide when we deploy the Elspeth. Alright, Ragatha deals 4, kills my token. That's a little unfortunate. We go to 13. Wasn't planning on that, but you know what? We'll take it. That's not the greatest card to draw there. Alright. I guess this is where we deploy this, huh? Because we're not sacking our wedding announcement. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Alright, Phoenix Chick. Looks like we might be losing an Elspeth here. Or not. Opponent obviously doesn't have the other 2 points of removal, or they would have just used it there. So that's actually not bad for us. Could have been much, much worse. Play the Vran. Do I want to exile one of the Phoenixes? I mean, that would practically guarantee that we get to keep Elspeth. So yeah, I'm going to attack for 1. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. Target one of those. Alright. So we gain a little life. Vran's a 3/3 now. We also have a 2/2 lifelinker. If they focus on Elspeth, that just buys us a free turn. And we have a land that... Oh, no, we don't. We don't have the land that gains life. Oops. And the opponent's goops. Fair enough. Okay, well. Ooh, I don't hate that, though. Having a creature we can just flash in could be nice here. I mean, it's going to depend on how much damage we're able to sustain. That is not what we wanted to see, though. That might be the best thing against us right now. Alright. Only other option is possibly give them a card just because, which sucks, but not much we can do here. Alright. Oh, they have the burn spell. That sucks. Yep, Dead Knight. No? Alright. I mean, they probably don't need it anyway. If they just burn us, they're probably fine. All things considered. Because our hand was definitely not fast here. Yep, they've already got it. Cool, cool. We don't even need to play this out. And they left what they wanted on top. Alright, GG's. Just play what you got and kill us, opponent. Oh, do they not? I thought we were just going to be totally dead here. I mean, we basically are, I guess. Play the other Reckless Impulse here? I mean, I'll give them a card. What the hell? Why not? You already have access to all the others. Feels like there's not much loss there. Oh, and it was a lightning strike. Oh, well. Yep, go to 4. That is not going to... I needed to be able to play 2 spells in a turn here. That just isn't going to do it. Alright. Okay. This is Oh, okay, we'll keep it, but not as impressive as it looked at first glance. Because these lands come into play tap. Well, had I known I was going to draw that, that would have changed things. But I think we just go here. Then next turn, we at least have the option of playing Veteran and the Regal. And then we could maybe play a Wandering Emperor the next turn. That gets a little bit of something at least. The one spot where this is going to be really good so far. Oh, Leyline Binding. Well, we know what we're up against, so that's good to know. Also good that we could get that back if necessary. See what else they got. They had another one. So now we have to pick and choose what's worth getting back. Briefcase. The real question. Alright. Actually, if I attack, they block, then we don't get to do this. That kind of sucks. Alright. Let's go ahead, get... Man, this is actually tough. I kind of want both of these, but I think this is our better value, all things considered. In the event they have a sweeper or something, then maybe we just use Rites of Oblivion to get something else back. Because they could just as well, like, Sunfall here. Nope, they have ossifications. Of course they do. Why not? Why not, right? Boy, what do we do here? Just end the turn? Feels very unexciting, but... I mean, if they have a make disappear on top of everything else, then, like, you kind of just say, you got it, you got it. Of course. Fortunately, we can get that back, because we do already have the Rite of Oblivion, so that's cool, but... Boy, is it annoying.
I guess that's it then.
Alright, so we're going to attempt to attack for 2 first. And then I guess we'll sacrifice the 2/2 to get back a Wandering Emperor. Since that's one of the harder things for them to deal with. We'll make another 2/2 body.
You'll be soon, sir. Keep watch for intruders.
Alright, end the turn. Alright, they're T-1 turn from an Atraxa. Assuming they're playing Atraxa. Oh, there's Herd Migration. That kind of does the same thing. Under the circumstances. Looks like we're just going to get to play Virtue straight up here. No attacks, so we can at least somewhat go to battle with these 3/3s. And if they attack, we're just not blocking. Like, sure. Actually, that's not true. I'll block this and this. And if they just get rid of everything, they get rid of everything. Because what else are we going to do? Because this is where Sunfall's happening. Yep. I said, to no one's surprise. Do we have more ossifications, friend? Nope, but there is a briefcase where they could draw cards with. Actually, no, it'd be a short a mana to do that. Come on, token makers. Really anything that would just let me exile a thing. That's all I need. A 1 or 2 mana duder here is all we're looking for. You know what? If we're not going to get the other, this is as good as anything. Sure. Let's attack. Not that it matters, all the removal exiles, but this does give me the option of potentially saving a Mondrak here. Yeah, you can't quite draw yet. Topiary Stomper will allow that next turn. Though I might get rid of a token just to kill that so they can't get cards, honestly. Seems a little lame. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Sure. Sounds good. Intriguing. What's the most we could do here? Drain the opponent, because it's just a 1/4. So drain the opponent for 2. They block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they could get blue, black, white, red, green. Yeah, we don't really want them drawing here. That's likely bad for our health. Oh, I should have done that first and got the life. That was silly. Why did I do that? Well, alright. I just missed out on 2 points of life for no reason. But I am going to get rid of one of these to off that. Since we're kind of in command here, there's no reason to give them any opportunities to get ahead here. Atraxa, sure. We can get rid of an Atraxa. Question is, can we end the game? And I don't think we can. We can come close. Sadly, they can take the Beseiju and get rid of our Virtue. They didn't... Oh, they did find another ley line, but they can't cast a ley line yet. So that's good. Alright, we get another land, which actually might help us. Believe it or not. Do I have anything in the yard to get back? No, not really. If we get rid of Atraxa, give this flying, that's 9. They'd be able to block this. That's 10, 11, 12? Yeah, then we just block and kill that. Actually, we block and drain them. Because, yeah, that's fine. Either way. Oh, no, because I have to give up a token to do that. Oh. I guess it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to have lethal either way. At least I don't think so. That... Okay, that allows us to do what we want to do. That works. Alright, so just make a 2/2. Oh, we make 2 2/2s, actually. Get rid of Atraxa, sack this. Minus this, make this fly. Then we attack. Okay, whew. That was a bit of work. I don't know, is that 2 Atraxa decks we took down in this video? That's pretty good. Pretty good for a token deck. Okay, I guess this will have to do. Ooh, not sure how we're going to get past. We're just going to have to hope a bunch of stuff doesn't end up with trample. That's going to be our hopes and dreams here. Alright, let's start hoping they don't have a way to remove things. Though they could have a bunch of fight spells if they're mono green. But we at least have Death Touch, so we have to hope it's a fight spell and not a bite spell. Ginger Brute, which I won't be able to block. I mean, I wouldn't let me block it. You know what? I'm going to take it one time. That's not going to help us. Okay. Well, we may have to hope to trade with a Wormlet here. Which is not great because, honestly, the Tough Cookie ends up being more of a problem. We need to get an untapped land here at some point. So maybe we could Wandering Emperor something away. Yep, you got it. I mean, I understand if you just bring the pain here. Yep. Sure, we'll block here and block here. Seems more than reasonable. And we did not get that other land we needed. Ooh, boy. That's gonna suck. Needed that really badly. Yep. We obviously want to do something else with their mana. As they're willing to trade with the 1/1 here. Feel like I'm inclined to block. I don't know what else they're going to do here, but feels like might as well just save a point. I mean, this kind of does a thing. Oh, I guess they make another 1/1 and that kind of matters here. Sure. Boy, I hate this. But gotta do what we gotta do. Yeah, them getting a 1/1 feels like it was more important to them than sacking for life, which I kind of agree with here. Because, I mean, if they get another land, it's just, yeah, exactly. Turn both your things into food. Yeah, go for it. That's exactly what you should do here. Yep. So, don't have a good block. Man, just got stuck on lands. Sadly, we had answers. Never got there. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna mulligan this. That feels like too much early damage. Keep this. Get rid of one of these. And let's see what happens. That's not a bad place to start. Alright. Let's give them something a little easy to counter. 4 kill, I guess. Okay. We set up everything we wanted, so now we gotta see if these other cards pay off. Not looking good. Should have just kept the land. Sometimes it's like that, though. Yep. Oh, so are we playing the Dimir Proliferate deck? Is that what we're up against? I don't know, but there's a Celestis. I have a feeling we want to just kill that. We can counter or not. I do not mind. Alright, we now have lifelink on our little mites. And we found mana. But I don't think we want to attack with our land yet. Opponent's also at 5 poison, which was not planning on being a thing this game, but here we are. Farewell, sure. Alright, so we're on a different plan of attack now.
Keep watch for intruders.
Let's go ahead and plus this up. Put a counter on it. Get those attacks in. So 6, opponent goes down to 8. Alright, I guess we gotta try. I mean, if they got something, they got something. 2, 4, 6, 7. I don't know if there's a big difference between 2 and 1 in this fight. So I'd rather wait with the option of making a 2/2 if we feel we need it. So they could also just have their own Wandering Emperor here. Yep, as they do.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it with water.
Okay.
You are not much of a roadblock. Let your blade do the talking.
The fact that they're thinking about... Okay, so they might just sweep the board here again. Yep. We get a flyer. Not bad. Ooh. That's interesting.
Keep watch for intruders.
Auto pay? Off that?
Years of training. For this?
Alright, pass the turn. Probably could have done it with this, but I don't know. Felt like I just wanted to keep that around. Alright, Vraska.
Metal is eternal.
Sure, let's start here. See what else you got left in your hand, opponent. Alright, well. That's pleasant to know.
You have accomplished nothing.
Alright.
We've got the edge in this fight.
This is pretty much all going nowhere for us for the most part, but we can at least see their hand. We know what we're up against here. Make a body.
May your blade strike true.
Alright, you got it.
Run away. You'll be safe. Guards, to me. Show them how we greet our enemies.
Sure. You can have that, I guess. Like I say, you might as well do something here. Because the opponent's only at 6. I mean...
I'll handle this.
Ooh. This is something. Now we have a 3/3. That we can get rid of the Wandering. Wow, this is tough. Because we kind of... I guess... Sadly, I think I have to go after the Wandering Emperor here.
Remember your training.
I think that's another thing that... Because see, even if I attack them down to 4, then they just minus the Wandering Emperor and get rid of this. And then they're back at 6. So we might as well do this.
You should be scared.
And then just buy ourselves some semblance of time here. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have also just gone... Oh, I messed up. I could have gone after the invasion of Gobakan. Would have been smarter, actually. That would have been the play. Yeah, that's definitely what I should do. Because then these creatures will get big enough that they become more of a problem for the opponent.
Too slow.
Alright.
Don't feel bad when you lose.
They just drew a card. Sounds good. Alright.
That is an interesting fact.
So hopefully we can get to pick off some planeswalkers here. Does that work? Oh, did they find the counter? Oh, they did. Gosh dang it. Alright. GG's. We're not coming back from that.
Let your blade do the talking.
Alright. I mean, I say that. Opponent is at 6 here. They get a land. They could play Kaya. They could make 2 extra blockers. Keep us from attacking with a thing. So there's still a lot of ways they can still stay alive here. Yep.
It's nice to see a familiar face.
Phyrexia's secrets will stay hidden.
I mean, I assume they're just looking for a land, right?
May your blade strike true.
I mean, otherwise, I guess the only thing we do is we just attack with everything, because nothing else makes sense. Let's see. You make that not attack. You have 1, 2, 3 blockers for things on the ground. That's only 4. Guess we block here. It's tough. I don't even know if it really matters, but I guess we block. I mean, I guess if we're going to block, we just double block it. Yeah, sure. I mean, if we're going to lose a creature anyway. And then now there's a chance still that there's one less blocker. So now that maybe we can get something out of the way. Well, Kaito can make a dude here too.
No secret is safe from me.
Nope, they're drawing a card here.
Now, what do we have here?
All right. We're close. We are very, very close. I don't think you cut it. Wait, did they not make a thing not attack? Oh, they might have another Wandering Emperor here. Dang, that would suck, huh? Alright, well. Might as well get the life we can out of this. Oh, they're just gonna kill a creature. Oh, then are they still dead? Yeah, they're dead. They're empty-handed. Wow. How did we beat... How? Look at this board. I don't even think I played this game well. That is absolutely nutty. All right.
Remember your
Sure. Cool. I mean, you're talking about being resilient. I mean, just look at, like, cut down that killed a thing, that countered a thing, Wandering Emperor removed a thing, and then made a couple blockers. Like, Vraska killed a thing, but then we had to kill Vraska. This wiped away our whole board, including our enchantments. This actually got to wipe away a couple of creatures. This countered a thing late game that would have won the game. And somehow, we just had just enough value between the wedding announcement, the Lord Skitter, and the Wandering Emperor to hold out. Well, actually, and to be honest, the Lunarch Veteran did some work too. Being able to just have a flyer. That bought us some time. So, wow, that game is crazy. But thumbs up that the token deck can actually beat a heavy control deck like that. With 4 Planeswalkers in play. Crazy. Yeah, so here's the odd thing about this type of deck. It actually worked better than anticipated, but I had a card I absolutely didn't enjoy in this list, believe it or not, and it was Regal Bunnycorn. while there was one game I think where we got like 2 of them out or something, where they were like 6/6s or whatever, which is great. Generally, I don't know if this was better than just being something that generated more tokens or something that could come over the top or another planeswalker. I mean, I guess it kind of makes the cut still for now, but I'm probably going to be looking for other suggestions because I think we could probably do better. It's weird to say that, but you know, playing a 2 mana like 6/6 and we're like, oh, there's probably something we could do better than that. But yeah, overall, the deck actually was not bad. Here you have 3 Lunarch Veteran, 2 Eaten Alive, 2 Invasion of Gobakhan, 3 Regal Bunnycorn, 3 Skrelv's Hive, 2 Jadar Ghoulcaller, 1 Varan Executioner Thane, 2 Elisil Core, 4 Rite of Oblivion, 4 Wedding Announcement, 2 Lord Skitter, 2 Archangel Elspeth, 2 Mondrak Glory Dominus, 1 Wandering Emperor, 3 Virtual Loyalty, and Iganjo, 6 Plains, 4 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Caves of Koilos, 3 Restless Fortress, 4 Shattered Sanctum, and 1 Merix. And I kind of want to talk about the lands here a little bit too. Yeah, an interesting thing here is that the lands were a little bit difficult to figure out because obviously I'd love to play a full set of the Restless Fortress, but the problem is that we can't have so many lands come into play tapped early because this is a deck where we need to be playing, if we can, something on 1, but if not, for sure something on 2 and on 3. So that actually adds a little bit of a problem because we don't have that many black-white lands. Like some of the other color combinations get multiples of these 2-color lands, whereas here we only really have the Fortress, the Caves of Koilos, and Shattered Sanctum, I think, is all there really is. So it puts you in a tough spot because the Shattered Sanctum has to come into play tapped early, as does the Restless Fortress. So I had to make a decision. I opted to just go with 3 Restless Fortress because the Shattered Sanctum can at least always be untapped on the turns we need to cast like 2 things on turns 5 or 6. So if you're wondering why there's not more, that's kind of the reason on that. But otherwise, if you like playing tokens, this could be a pretty fun deck for you. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Ameria's Call. Partly because this card surprisingly still goes for like $5 or $6, which I guess shouldn't say totally surprising because it can always just be a land if it needs to be on the backside. But the front side's actually still really powerful. And I think that's one of the things we took for granted while the set was out, is that having all these lands that could do 2 things, basically be a land or a spell, actually allowed you to like skimp on lands a little bit because you had extra spells, and then the spells actually were powerful late game cards. So this thing makes a lot of sense. It's good in something like Commander. I probably would have played 1 or 2 copies in today's deck if it was still standard legal. But yeah, this is a card I think kind of gets forgotten when people are deck building, but I would consider looking at these double face cards that happen to be lands on the back for some of your deck building in Commander, because you can skimp on some land and still get some spells. And I know one thing we always argue about in Commander is how many lands we should be playing. And if you enjoyed today's deck and you're having some fun with just different types of token things you can do, check out this list where we played Moonshaker Cavalier, because that might be right up your alley. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.